Well, hello there, YouTube. It's Ro here. Thank you for visiting You Grow Ro. If this is your first time here, I hope you'll consider subscribing at the end of this video. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you. Today, I'm going to give you a look around at a few things at the house. I've been a busy girl, and I want to go ahead and document it. So let's check out what all I got done in just a moment. I have been a busy bee today, and I wanted to show you up here. I got, I bought 4 aglaonema. I got them for 20 bucks, 4 plants, and they were beautiful. He wanted 28 for them, but I offered him 20 and he took it. I think it was because he was on his way out of town. I picked him up on Saturday. He was leaving on Sunday. So I think I got lucky there. Anywho, I'll give you a closer look at those. For now though, I set up a couple of new units, and I also did some work on one of my other 2 units, and I want to show you what I done over there as well. So I did a little rearranging. That whole unit with all the plants, and those weren't the plants that were on it. It had books on it before. I had originally got that to go in front of that window, and I decided to finally go ahead and see what I thought of it. I think I'm gonna wait until summer to make a decision, but if I do decide to keep that there, I'm gonna paint it white. I don't like the way that brown stands out. And then in its place, it was over here in front of this window, but now I've put another new acquisition. I got this variegated ficus. What did I pay for that? I forget what I paid for this one. 10 bucks, 15 bucks. It was something very reasonable. It's beautiful though, isn't it? I got it. I've probably had it 2 weeks now. We'll see what it thinks of this spot here. And then above it is another one of the aglaonemas that I got. This one's going to flower. This one's beautiful. I've been keeping these separate because I just brought them in, and well, I mean, they've been here about a week, but I looked at them and I was pretty sure I didn't see anything, on them, but I want to be sure, so I'm keeping them pretty quarantined. But that's a beautiful one, especially with that pink rib down the center of the leaves. Gorgeous. So then we come back into the dining room, and I have set up my 2 new units. This one is not new. It was used once before. This is a AeroGarden Farm XL. I paid, I want to say $120 for it. I forget. But I got this all planted up today, so we can take a look at what's in there. Per usual, I'm using my mesh with the clips to make sure the cat doesn't get to my machines or get to my food down here, especially in case something's, poisonous for her. Although none of this is. I put some kale down here. So we got some Nero de Toscana. In here I have, a tomato. This is a micro dwarf woolly zwerg. Here I got some winter density lettuce. Here I got the purple boy green tomato. It's a micro dwarf. More winter density, more winter density. And then here is the red table micro dwarf tomato. Over in this unit, I have some super red romaine. This is a micro dwarf tomato called Carrot Mini because it's got the carrot leaves. Here is the more super red romaine. Here I have more winter density, and another micro dwarf. This one's called Mongolian. And another pod of that Nero de Toscana kale. And then a third new microdor tomato antho striped micro dwarf. So between the 2 units, I have 3 and 3 micro dwarf tomatoes, new varieties to me that I'm gonna be growing. Yay! Up here, I have a new Aero Garden Bounty Basic. I got this one for 50% off once on Amazon when they announced that they were gonna be disbanding. And this is Rose, and she's got a succulent in her. Rose from Golden Girls. So I planted this up too. I used all the pods. These are the ones that came with the unit. It was the gourmet herbs. So I have the Genovese basil, dill, curly parsley, oops, chives, mint, Thai basil, Italian parsley, more Genovese basil, and some thyme, which is perfect because I was wanting to put some herbs down here to grow because this is right outside of my kitchen. Next to my 2 new units that I got set up, on top of here I have one of my angel trumpets from one of my subscribers. Remember, she sent them over the summer, and I brought them in and they're still alive. Yeah, I treated it with BT because I brought them in from outdoors, but I got both of those still. I didn't save the smaller ones, I saved the bigger ones. And it even has a new leaf coming in on it, so I'm not doing so bad there. And here is, I want to say dragon scale ZZ plant or something like that. I forget what the name of this one is. It was a cutting and it's not dead. That's all I can say about it for now. Wish me luck. Oh, let me put Rose back where she belongs. And then here's my Raven ZZ plant. I'm planning on trying to propagate this, but she is gorgeous. I moved her. She was in the dining room. She's now in here. And today, earlier today, I filmed it. I cleaned up these plants really well. Cut a lot of foliage off. There's a lot more airflow going on in there. You could see all the fruits very clearly. I mean, things are looking great in here. It was just really congested. And same with down here. This was super congested, but I cleaned all this up too. And, you know, I did my little trellising here and got that all straightened out. I think it looks 1,000 times better. The plants look smaller, but they're not smaller. They just have less foliage on them because of me cleaning them up. All right, and then move over here. Here's that other angel trumpet from my subscriber. Still alive. Looking good. And over here, all these plants are doing okay. We got the Birkin, another Birkin, a snake, pothos, a new aglaonema. That one is not looking great. Neither is this one. Both of these came with the other two. I think these were recent transplants. We're gonna see what happens. I'm not giving them any water because they don't need it. They're in some kind of shock. But they're the 2 of the ones that I bought from that guy, 4 for $20. And then here's some more of my succulents from the Golden Girls. Those are doing really well. And then I got a Prince of Orange philodendron back there. Here is some rosemary and lavender I brought in from outside. And that's an Enjoy pothos and 2 Hoyas. So here we are in my office. Some things look great, some things not so much. All right, so let's take a look at all this right quick. Over here I have 2 of the succulents that I propagated. They are looking very well. They're not rooted yet. They're still moving around too much. I mean, they had some roots to begin with, but they haven't gotten acclimated to this soil yet. You can see here that I started some new seeds. So I have Pod's Pride, which is a micro dwarf tomato. I got the tomato pepper, which is a micro pepper. And then I have the pygmy micro dwarf tomato up here. So, I don't know, probably a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I had set some liquid soap up on this machine and didn't realize that it had started leaking. When I did finally realize it, it had leaked all up in between these crevices. And when I opened up this bowl, it was all foamy. So the liquid soap had gotten in there. And I should have pulled the plants then, but I wanted you guys to see that that was clearly enough to kill those plants. So cucumbers, gone. That's why I went ahead and started these seeds today. Although these died, you know, it's probably been 3 or 4 days, but it took me a while to get around to it. And then here's the rest of the succulents that I propagated. They look great. Over here is the lettuce I started in the system, the I Do system that Mike gave me. Now, this is also my hashtag WIG 2024 update because I also started my challenge season here. Well, something went wrong. I didn't, for some reason, I know this isn't the Arrow Garden, but for whatever reason, I was expecting this to tell me when it was low on water, and it doesn't. You just have to keep an eye on it. Well, I didn't, and this machine just about dried out, but my newest plants, you know, the stalks and stuff that I started for the WIG, the roots weren't long enough to reach the water down in the bottom of the bowl, and so they suffered. So I'm going to have to start some more seeds on that, and I don't see anything in my eucalyptus either. Meanwhile, though, the lettuce looks great, so I'm going to be doing a harvest on that tonight. And over here, more lettuce. My lettuce leaf basil. This is for the challenge hosted by Little Tech Girls Homestead. That's doing great. Look at that. My lettuce leaf basil is killing it. But it gets much bigger than that. But it's looking good so far. And the lettuce in here is doing great. It's time to harvest this as well. The cucumber over here, obviously, it looks really, really good. And then I got another lettuce over here. And then this pepper down here. I forgot it was even there. But that's the jalapeno. That was also for the hashtag, well, I forget what her window indoor grow challenge was named. Anyways, that's for that grow challenge. Overall, this unit looks great. This unit looks almost great aside from these 2 or the 3 pods that have my WIG pods in them. And then this is, I'll be throwing these away. I just kept them in here so I could show you guys that they died. They were sent to the upper room. My bad. Over here, my pothos that I took, my larger pothos rather, that I took cuttings from, they are ready to go into a pot. I did my smaller one not yesterday. Must have been a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago now. And I left these in there so the roots could get a little bit longer since the leaves were so much bigger. And we are ready. We're ready to go, I think. That looks good. Look at those roots. And over here, the rosemary I brought in from outside, not looking great. But the lavender looks good. So there's that. I also took cuttings from coleus. That looks pretty good. It's not getting any new growth, but it's not dying either. And then there's one up here that's hanging on. And then I have this one here that also I brought in from outside. Looks pretty good. Here in the bedroom, that Enjoy pothos that I took cuttings from, hoping that it would straighten out, number one, and get bushier. It's looking pretty good, but I will tell you, this is the slowest growing plant ever. I do have one new leaf coming in there, but the way that I put this pot in the window that this is facing inward is helping train the leaves to stand up taller. So that's working. And then down here, this was the pothos cuttings that I was talking about, the smaller ones that I potted up. They're looking really good right now. Not bad at all. This is a bad leaf. This is not a golden. It may be a golden pothos, but that's a bad leaf. That's going bad. But overall, that's looking really good. And finally, remember that peace lily that I propagated? It's looking pretty sad. It doesn't need any water. It doesn't need anything. It needs some time to recuperate. Hopefully, I'm able to allow it to do that, and then it thrive, and I successfully propagate my plant. But for now, it's not looking great. Not looking great. So wish us luck. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. And I will see you guys on another day in another video. Until then, happy growing, my friends.